winning the NWOAL title. Tonight, going for their 11th straight victory, Montpelier coming in. The question is, will Ron Stuckey's right hand survive the season? Streaks can score plenty. Keep writing those numbers down. Always on the run, Brian Ashelman to Kyle Broadbeck on the break. Up 16 already in the second quarter. Locos with a mere 20 points at halftime. Adam Luke with just their 16th with this bucket here. Gets ugly in the second half. Ashelman has made over 50% of his threes. I wouldn't call that lucky. Now this is Alex Reimer, a triple. Even he can smile about. Streaks make it 11 straight, 96-46. Now we'll move back to the City League. St. John's looking forward to Sunday. The great NWOAL, what a great year Archbold has going. Hoping to go 13-0 with a victory over Swanton on the road. And here we go, some schools raffle off game ball. Swanton cheerleaders Leslie Hurst and Jamie Reckner say, hey, let's eat cake. How quick the Streaks can score. Right off the opening tip, Brian Ashelman. That's Archbold string music. Swanton's Wade Hasselman on the inside, but the Dogs already down 12-2. Streaks ready for Patrick Henry next week. There's Sean Roth on the break. Dogs broke down 84-44. That's it. Highlights from a dozen games.
Anyway, yes, it's true. Archbold is still perfect after all their games. The Streaks off to a 14-0 start and #1 ranking in Division III. But the undefeated Streaks are about to meet their toughest challenge yet. Regardless of rank, playing at Patrick Henry is always a formidable task. Word is the Patriots have been waiting for this game since way back last summer.
Ever since this summer when we played them, it's been, this is a game we've been looking forward to. And yeah, when we go down there to play, it's always a tough game, and it should be a dandy.
They have everybody back, and we have everybody back. So I don't know, I mean, if that's going to make a fact or not, but they can shoot the tray well. They're a good, solid team, and we're going over their place, so they have the advantage on that. But I think we'll do all right against them.
And now, from Toledo 11, the news channel, it's Big Board Friday with more action, more highlights, and more scores from games around the area. Brought to you by Midas, the Midas way, the way it should be. Video Connection, where the hits are in when you come in. And by St. Vincent Medical Center. You'll be amazed at today's St. V's. Now, here's Dan Cummins with all of tonight's action.
Is there a tougher place to win on the road in the NWOAL than Patrick Henry, especially if you're Archbold? It's even harder when you're ranked #1 in State Division III like the Streaks. And think it's hard on the Krause brothers coaching this game? What must parents Donna and Dick Krause be feeling? Streaks looked #1 in the first half. Sean Roth on his way to a career-high 26 points. It's Archbold by 15 at half. What a different story second half. Dave's son, Doug's nephew, Kyle with the bucket and a foul. Lead shrinks to 7. And when Brian Heber nails a 3, PH comes all the way back to tie the game at 46. But they could never get the lead. Chance with a little over a minute left. Alex Reimer gets the steal from Kyle Krause. Zeb Schroeder's layup makes it 65-62 Streaks. Now, 1-point Streaks lead. Tony Heiser at the line. Chance to win it for the Patriots. Misses the first. Still could send it to overtime. Streaks dodge a second bullet. Archbold with lives to spare. 65-64 at Patrick Henry.
I thought that we made some big stops when we had to, and made some big plays down the stretch, although we missed a couple foul shot situations, but you know, that happens. And next time we get back in that situation again, I'm sure we'll drain those suckers.
Suburban Lakes League is Genoa's to win. A tune on the Indians. The Roth boys teaming up this time. That's Sean DeKeith for the layup. Archbold out of the gate fast, 11-4. Wasion's Ryan Huber with the nice pass inside to Luke Powers, but Ken Burguy's kids will be left behind in this one. Corey Ruffer with the steal. Sean Roth, easy bucket. Streaks now 16-0. They win 73-42. Now, we go from Archbold to Delta. Green and Black Panthers playing host. Archbold ranked #1 in state. Division 3, Delta can beat trouble. The Streaks with all kinds of support. These little ladies showing no lack of spirit. Senior Sean Roth working on his intermediate game. Rattles the rim from 14. Archbold setting the tone early. Archbold has not lost a game all year. Delta having problems, must be a lid on the hoop. Brian Nash's shot won't go. Julian Delgado camping out for the rebound and the putback. Streaks leaving the Panthers behind. Brian Ashelman, another steal, goes to the lay-in. Archbold big over Delta 73-58. That's it. Highlights from 11 games once again. Time to take a break when Big Board right now than Archbold, ranked number 1 in Division III. They haven't lost a game all year. The Streaks meeting the Green Meadows co-champ Fairview in defiance. Archbold's Dexter Kruger finding time for applause between the stats. He has plenty to write down, too. Keith Roth looking for Sean, gets there by mistake. Sean finds it anyway, and he buries the 3. 54-48 Streaks. The Kraus is feeling relaxed right now, but how about this setup by Archbold? Sean Roth waiting for Alex Reimer. There's the alley-oop at 62-53 Archbold. Archbold's Amy Meyer showing some concern. Nearly swallowed that sucker after Fairview's Brad Vance nails a 3. Apaches within 2. But 4 straight free throws by Zeb Schroeder, and this steal clinches it. The Streaks in the clutch, 80-74.
We know what it takes to get out of here, and we found our way tonight. You know, Coach says, you know, any way you can, find a way, and we found a way tonight.
We stay in Division III, but head to Old Reimer. Streaks in a tight one. They win it in overtime, 54-45. Archbold's Doug Krause, brother Dave again in the district final. Patrick Henry ready for the matchup. Watch the inbounds pass, Kyle Krause to Brian Heber. Patriots raining in 8 threes in the first half. Krause from way out with another one, ends the quarter. Kyle will see Uncle Doug on Saturday. Patrick Henry moves on 65.
Canyon and Napoleon tonight. Patrick Henry and Archbold sure to bring the house down in their Division III district final. This looks familiar. Archbold's Doug Krause facing off. Yeah, that's Brother Dave's Patriots again. PH losing by 1 at home the last time to the Streaks. Chris Gherkin in the lane. Hey, he gets the foul too, but it wouldn't last long. A nearly perfect fast break. Alex Reimer gets a 10 from the judge. Archbold up 13 at the half. Patrick Henry fought back. Dave's son Kyle burns Uncle Doug with the tray, but Archbold will avoid a nail-biter this time. Reimer clips the Patriots under the boards. Streaks clean up in district, 72-59.
Great effort defensively.
Why am I hearing so much crowd noise in my
of our seniors? It's our 3rd try at it, and we get out of here the 3rd time. We're going to go on to Toledo and represent our district at the regional level. We're very excited for that opportunity. Thank you very much.
No, thank you, Doug. Genoa's Dan Dittman must...
District final tonight at Napoleon, a real-life family feud. On the court, it was Patrick Henry against Archbold. On the bench, head coach against head coach, brother against brother. Doug Krause of Archbold and Patrick Henry's Dave Krause. A lot of love in the air tonight. Chris Gherkin for Patrick Henry here led all with 20 points, but the Patriots trailed 42-36. That's as close as they would get. Keith Roth back for Archbold. Shows his quickness, drives the lane. Archbold wins it 72-59.
You're going against a team that you have a lot of respect for. Obviously, a well-coached team. There's no secrets, and I thought both teams just came out so hard and played. And I thought our kids just played a great team basketball game.
All right, and our final stop of the night.
March Madness on a mini scale to high schoolers.
It's winding down, as is the NCAA tournament. Got a couple weeks to go with that, but the high school tournament just about 1 week away from the end of it. And good news for Archbold fans. Their team is moving on in the high school state tournament. Now, the way it's supposed to be is the farther you get in the tournament, the more difficult it becomes. It's true in some cases, but for Archbold, they've made it look pretty easy so far. Division III regional semifinals tonight at Savage Hall. 23-0 Archbold against Mount Gilead. Tight score at halftime, 28-all. So let's jump to the second half. Third quarter, Brian Fitzpatrick of Gilead. Look at the arc on that ball. Doesn't matter. It's still good. Archbold comes right back, though. Brian Ashelman rips the court with a 3 of his own. He finished with 10. Then later, Keith Roth can't get it to fall, but the big man inside, Alex Reimer, gets the putback. He led the Blue Streaks in all scores with 16. Archbold is in the title game by the final winners by the final of 62-48.
We had a size advantage. We were able to kick it inside, and I thought Kyle and Alex did a great job going to the glass and being solid in there. And you know, that's to our advantage. If we have an advantage, we got to take what they give us. And I thought our kids did a nice job on that.
Team at the state next week in Division III. Archbold meets Genoa Saturday night in Savage Hall. Both regional semi-winners tonight. Streaks a relaxed crew after winning in districts. Kyle Broadbeck all over the boards as the Streaks jump out 9-3. The Streaks can look wonderful on the break. Keith to Sean Roth. That's the Archbold at their best. And how about Alex Reimer? Streaks have some nice protection in the paint. Nice block. Reimer isn't finished on the highlight reel. Getting the putback here puts Mount Gilead away 62-48 at Savage Hall.
We're excited. We're real excited. We're happy to be this far. We've been looking for this spot and further on the whole season, and we're glad to be there.
We've just tried to make it the old cliche stuff one at a time. We really have. I know it sounds corny, but we just go play and play hard, and these kids have taken that approach, and now they got one more game and maybe take it to the next step.
State fans going crazy at Savage Hall. Look at this dude, Nick Toole. I love it. Blue Streaks dropped the hammer on Genoa early. Division III regional final. Sean Roth, 22 points, 18 of them from Trey Land. Archbold led the Comets by 11 after 1. Never looked back. Here is Roth on another drive. 69-54 final. Streaks going to Columbus. Number 1 ranked, 25-0. It just keeps getting better for them.
They just did what comes naturally for them, Dan, and that's just to go play hard and have fun. And that's taken us a long way this year, and I hope we can take us a couple more times.
We played a lot of tough teams right at the beginning, and there was a lot of tough teams at districts, and this regional is a tough team, but we're just playing good right now as a team.
Saturday. Right after this. Strong move to the hoop to open the scoring for Archbold in the second half. Now in the fourth quarter, Keith Roth drives through the paint, gets it to go. At this point, the Streaks trail 43-42, but not for long. Seconds later, they get it inside to Kyle Broadbeck, the pump fake, the basket, and the foul. Streaks are back on top. Now at the midway point of the quarter, Sean Roth with a slithering move to the hole. Archbold is building a 7-point lead. And now watch this. Just seconds later, Zeb Schroeder scores his only 2 points of the game. But what a huge basket it is. However, Chanel battles back, and with under a minute to play, Marquis Evans makes this free throw, tying the score at 61. Archbold brings it back down court for the final shot. It's the dish to Brian Ashelman, who drains it from 15 feet at the buzzer. Blue Streaks win 63-61, improving their record to 26-0. Head coach Doug Kraus, the All-Ohio Coach of the Year, says, hey, this is nothing new. These guys have been doing it all year long.
To step up in a big game like this and with the pressure on, and we've met all comers, and anything they do doesn't surprise me. These kids, nothing surprises them.
Sensenstein is Archbold's good luck charm. This guy covers him down in Columbus. You just knew they'd win. Okay. The bad news is Gary's not planning to be there on Saturday, so I'm really sorry about that. It's the shot every school kid dreams of hitting as he plays in his driveway. Archbold's Brian Ashelman made his dream come true in Columbus as the Streaks beat Chanel at the buzzer to put them a game away from a state title. Streaks play Miami East 11 a.m. on Saturday. Archbold's second-team All-Stater Keith Roth was determined to take it inside. Doug Kraus's Streaks trailing 17-16 at the start of this one, but Mr. Reliable in the tournament, Alex Reimer, good for 2 just before the end of the half. It's 26-24 Streaks. Chanel never could find Sean Roth. Works his way free for 18. Archbold in command of this one, 53-47. It's getting tight down the stretch. Streaks needed this Zeb Schroeder bucket just to keep the lead at 4. Chanel ties it at 61, setting up the heroics for Ashelman. Keith Roth winding the clock down to set up the game winner.
Guarding me, helped out on Sean, and I just ran across the key and I was open, and I actually didn't even think about it after I saw the ball coming and I saw the ball going, and that's all.
I didn't get a real good look at it. I was looking where the ball went and went to him. I was watching Brian and I didn't see it going, then I finally saw it and it looked good.
It looked pretty good. I think he even got fouled on the play, to be honest with you, but it doesn't make a difference. What a great feeling. You shoot that shot 100 times. I guarantee you Brian Ashelman has shot that shot hundreds of times in his driveway.
The March Madness.
They got to the title game in dramatic fashion, the kind of shots that you dream about. This one went right down to the wire before a packed house at St. John Arena in Columbus. The Blue Streaks, Sean Roth had a big game. This for 3. He would lead Archbold with 18 points. Game was tied at 61. Time running out. Brian Ashelman from the corner for the win. Archbold goes to the finals, winning 63-61.
Well, the shot was actually supposed to be for Sean, and my guy went and helped out on him, and I ran across the key and found myself open and just let it fly. What can I say? It's great.
You know, at that time, it's just catch it and shoot it. And I said, hey, one time, baby, one time, and it fell. That was great.
All right, here's your Division III semifinal results. Archbold wins, so does Miami East. So those two teams will play Saturday at 11 a.m. St. John Arena for the Division III championship. Meanwhile, tonight, Division II.
Sports Channel presents the OHSAA State Basketball Championships for the boys from historic St. John Arena in Columbus, Ohio. It is the Division III title game between Miami East